Good evening, ladies and good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Lalit Rao, and I'm the editor of www.cinemapoet.com website. And today with me, I have a special guest, Carlos Gaviria, all the way from Colombia. Carlos is here at 15th International Film Festival of Kerala with his film called "Portrait in a Sea of Lies," which is in the competition section. Thank you, Carlos, for giving me a chance to speak to you.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, Carlos, I would like to start by asking you how films are made in Colombia. What kind of support do you get from government?
Well, we have a new film law that it's helping us a little bit. For the first time in history, this year we managed to make 12 films, and the law is a law that it's good to start, but it's not enough to support an industry in the long term. I think we're going to need more support from the state. The film industry is to survive. What we have is the government made give money, which is really seed money because it's not enough to make a movie. It's really enough to start the process of making a movie. And they do it for a few films. They had a jury, an international jury that picks the projects. And then you have to look for co-productions and you have to look for money someplace else. They also have a tax incentive for producers, which they get a discount of almost half the money the next year. All of that has made the Colombian industry grow, but it's not enough. The more movies we make, the less money we get from the box office. And I think we're going to need a stronger law sooner or later. Now, what it's important is that we make very few films, but the films that we made are
Of quality.
very successful, and they're very successful internationally, at least in film festivals. It's amazing that for a country that makes 12 films, we get sometimes, I think, 6 films in major festivals. That's really because Colombia is a very special country.
And Carlos, you spoke of co-production. Basically, it's from which countries? Spain or?
There are some co-productions between Latin America. There is a lot of help, and also with Europe, France and Spain.
France Sud or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there are people developing films, with the Cine Foundation and all those kind of things.
And what about the film festival structure in Colombia? I believe there's a Cartagena Film Festival.
Yeah, the Cartagena Film Festival is a very well-known festival. It's one of the most important in Latin America. There are 3 or 4 top festivals, and Cartagena is among them. It's a very good festival, and it's in a very beautiful city. So it's a festival that it's always very thought after by filmmakers from all over the world.
And Carlos, I remember 2 days ago when you presented your film, I was really amazed by how you presented your film. You said that it's a love story. It's a love story of my love to my country. But in reality, it was not a love story. So what made you say so?
Well, no, I think it's a love story. I mean, the problem is you can be in love with somebody that is very difficult. I mean, the fact that I'm in love doesn't mean that I don't see the reality.
Okay.
Actually, it's because I see the reality.
So your idea was to show the reality of
my
Colombia.
My idea was to show the way I see it. I am not saying that that's because reality is, as you know, depends on the point of view of whoever's seen it. So it's my point of view, it's the way I see my country, and it's something that hurts me a lot. In that sense, is that I was talking about love for my country because it's something that I did with a lot of love, even if what I see is terrible. You can, love somebody that has a lot of defects. So that's my love with my country had that little problem.
But Carlos, don't you have the impression that it was more of a road movie with a social message? Because both the characters, these cousins, they were moving throughout Colombia. We could see the natural beauty of Colombia, the people, the dances, and even the military people. So it was a very informative, socially relevant road movie. Any comments on that?
Yeah, I mean, I think I try to be honest and show the country as it is.
Yeah.
And that includes, Colombia is a country that has very beautiful things, very beautiful people, but at the same time it's a country that is in war. So I have to talk about the war. I have to see what the war is producing in the people. In that sense, it's a love story with somebody who has those kind of problems.
Okay. And Carlos, could you please share your experiences with how your film was selected for the Kerala Festival? Did you know about International Film Festival of Kerala before, or how did this thing happen that your film was selected for this festival?
I really don't know. I think that there is a woman from Mexico called Rosa here.
Okay,
that
yeah. She's the programmer. Yeah.
She pre-selected the film and she sent the films here. I was also at the Mumbai Film Festival. I don't know if they saw it there or they saw it before that. What I can tell you that I'm very happy here. I think it's a very good festival. I think the selection is very good, very interesting. And the people of Kerala are amazingly well informed about Latin America. They know a lot about our culture, our films, our writers, and that's amazing.
Okay. And how was the response to your film in your own country, Colombia?
People really like it. I think people were very moved, very touched by it. A lot of people felt very strongly, were very moved of the story because it's a story that everybody knows but nobody really sees. So it's like, you hear that some people were killed far away. So only you see it on the screen and everybody's like, okay, this is happening here.
But generally, what I'm going to say is little negative. But the fact is that Colombia, I think it's known for all these Medellin Cali gangs and all these drug wars. So I think when you present this film from a humanitarian point of view, the war, I think it makes a lot of impact because generally the image of Colombia is associated with everything related to drugs.
Yeah, I think that's a misconception. I mean, drugs is just a small part of Colombia. I think there are much bigger problems. For example, that I try to show in my film. And drugs are. I, for example, have never. I don't know anybody that there is a drug dealer or a drug. It's like less than 0.1% of the population. But they're very powerful, yes. And they are the gasoline of the coffee. They're the drug money, the money that makes the coffee go and go and go. But in the normal life of normal people, you don't basically see them. And you live much closer to them when you see it in the film.
And Carlos, how's the response to your film to other festivals apart from Kerala and Bombay?
The response has been very good. We started in Berlin, in the Berlin International.
Berlinale.
And then we've been in more than 20 festivals. We won, 19, 20 awards so far.
And Carlos, can you tell us something about your own career? You started making a lot of documentaries, I believe.
Yes, I started making documentaries and I worked a little bit for UNICEF for a couple of years with UNICEF, making films about the children in Latin America. And also I worked as a DP for a long time and in commercial television.
Okay.
Directing TV series and things like that. But this is my first film.
So thank you very much for talking to us, Carlos, and we wish you all the best for your future projects.
Thank you.
Thank you.